Hello and welcome back to Mangum News. This week we'll be recapping the biggest stories from the summer, including the verdict in the Depp V Heard trial, Mississippi Congressional Primary results, the overturning of Roe V Wade, Ole Miss winning the College World Series, San Diego ComicCon, my summer movie review roundup, and my exclusive interview with WLBT's Mississippi Weekend host, Anisa Sakile. Without further ado, let's begin. Actor Johnny Depp won his defamation trial against ex-wife Amber Heard on June 1st. Depp was awarded an additional $15 million in damages, while Heard earned $2 million. Heard has filed an appeal against Depp, while Depp has filed an appeal over Heard's $2 million in compensatory damages. On June 7th, Mississippi held their congressional primaries before three runoffs on June 28th. Congressman Trent Kelly defeated Mark D. Strauss for the Republican nomination in the 1st Congressional District. Congressman Kelly will face hair salon owner Diane Black in November. Congressman Benny Thompson won the Democratic nomination for District 2 and will have a rematch against Republican Brian Flowers. Flowers won the runoff against Ron Eller.
I just want to thank all the Republican voters that were able to come out this evening and vote for me and the campaign. We've worked extremely hard to get the message out despite the pandemic and other difficulties, but we've been successful up to this point. Some of the things I want to work on, getting education brought up to the standards that it needs to be, and getting us an infrastructure plan put together, as well as making sure that we get those pumps put in a timely fashion.
In the 3rd Congressional District, Congressman Michael Guest went into a runoff against Navy pilot Michael Cassidy. Despite Cassidy originally being in the lead, Guest won the runoff and will face unopposed Democrat Shawoski Young.
We knew after we left on the night of the 7th, and we went back to our campaign office and met, that we were going to have to do something entirely different. That we were going to have to push back, that we were going to have to make sure that there was clearly a defining moment between who we are and what we stood for and who our opponent was, and that we were going to have to remind people of our conservative values.
Finally, in the 4th Congressional District, Jackson County Sheriff Mikey Zell made an upset victory against incumbent Republican Congressman Stephen Palazzo.
I'm not done. I'm going to keep working for South Mississippi, creating jobs, protecting our military, our veterans, focusing on our small businesses so they can create jobs and just lift our economy. It's all about the quality of life, and I think we've done a fantastic job over 12 years.
You may not have voted for me, but I will be your congressman. I will work hard for you. I will treat people fairly. I will go to work every day and do my best, and that's all a man can do.
Sheriff Ezell will face former Hattiesburg Mayor Johnny Dupree. On June 24th, the U.S. Supreme Court announced 2 rulings on Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization. The court ruled 6-3 on upholding Mississippi's 15-week abortion ban and 5-4 on overturning the previous abortion cases, including Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood v. Casey. Following the ruling, many state trigger laws went into effect. In Mississippi, all abortions outside of rape and danger to the life of the mother were banned, after a 10-day certification process by Attorney General Lynn Fitch's office. This resulted in the state's only abortion clinic, Jackson Women's Health Organization, being sold despite initial attempts to sue the state. On June 26, Ole Miss won their first College World Series championship. This comes a year after rival school Mississippi State also won the College World Series. From July 21st to July 24th, San Diego Comic-Con held its first in-person convention since the pandemic began. Here's some of the biggest announcements from Hall H. Amazon Prime debuted its first full trailer for September's The Lord of the Rings of Power series. DC debuted new trailers for Black Adam and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Marvel Studios released its Phase 5 through 6 slate. Phases 4 through 6 will be called the Multiverse Saga. Marvel Studios Animation announced What If Season 2 and X-Men 97 for 2023, with Spider-Man Freshman Year and the TV mature Marvel Zombies for 2024. Next month's She-Hulk Attorney at Law showed off its next trailer, which features Wong and Daredevil. November's Black Panther Wakanda Forever will end Phase 4 and debuted its first trailer. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is set for February 17th and will feature Bill Murray and villains Kang and MODOK. Secret Invasion will start streaming on Disney Plus in the spring. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will conclude the Guardian story while also introducing Will Poulter as Adam Warlock. Hawkeye spinoff Echo and Loki Season 2 will release in summer 2023. The Marvels will release on July 28th with a team-up of Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Photon. Blade, starring Mahershala Ali, will be released on November 3rd, 2023. Wakanda Forever spinoff Ironheart will release in fall 2023, with Agatha Coven of Chaos releasing in either winter of 2023 or 2024. Netflix's Daredevil will return on Disney Plus with an 18-episode season set for spring 2024. Captain America New World Order will be released on May 3rd, 2024, before Thunderbolts on July 26, 2024. Fantastic Four will kick off Phase 6 on November 8th, 2024. Finally, Avengers The Kang Dynasty will release on May 2nd, 2025, before its sequel, Avengers Secret Wars, will end Phase 5 on November 7, 2025. ObiWan episodes 2 through 6 finishes the series off well, with good performances, emotional moments, and a story that adds extra layers to the original trilogy, but can be a little uneven at times. But overall, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Miss Marvel is a sweet and creative coming-of-age story that adds significant changes to ComicCon's origin story and powers, which roots her into the history and mythology of her home country, Pakistan. Overall, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Jurassic World Dominion concludes the Jurassic series with fun and nostalgia, but has too many characters and questionable storylines. Overall, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Thor Love and Thunder has some hilarious moments, particularly within the first half, and beautifully adapts Jane Foster's Mighty Thor storyline, but suffers from tonal and message issues. Overall, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. How did you get started in sort of the unique field of lifestyle and entertainment reporting?
Yeah, well, hello. I'm Anisa Sakile here for Mississippi Weekend at WLBT. So the way that I got into lifestyle entertainment is really through experimenting and learning about different fields in local television. So I started out when I was still in school in Illinois as a production assistant at the local television station there. And then from there, once I graduated, I was promoted to news topical promotions producer. So I would sit in news meetings every day and kind of listen out for what's the most compelling or engaging story that can make the viewers at home want to watch. So I would shoot promos with the anchors and reporters and really pick out sound bites from their stories that they were working on that I felt like would really make a viewer want to tune in. And from there, I was promoted to commercial producer. So for the whole time I've been in the marketing department in my career with commercial production, it allowed me to get out, work more with clients, local businesses in the community, write scripts, work with sales associates, and really talk about the vision that clients wanted to get. But my favorite part of that job was when I would go out and be able to shoot look lives for their lifestyle show. That was called CI Living. And I actually, before I interned as a production assistant, I was able to intern for that lifestyle show when I was in school in 2016 at the University of Illinois. So that was my peak where I would realize that that was my favorite part of the day. When I would come in and know that I was working with that lifestyle show, CI Living, being able to get people in the kitchen segments, going out on location to shoot the look lives that I mentioned earlier. That was my first taste of knowing that that's what I wanted my everyday routine to be. So that was while I was a commercial producer in Illinois. But from there, I just got that passion and that spark to start applying for lifestyle entertainment jobs where that would be the day to day. So from there, I landed a job in Greenville, North Carolina for a show called the East Daily Download at a station, WNCT. And that's how it was my day to day to be able to work with lifestyle entertainment, hosting and being reporting, doing interviews. Some of the coolest things I've been able to do came out of that, like flying a 4-seater airplane on National Airplane Day and just being able to go out and really get in the community. And that led me to here, Jackson, Mississippi, where I've been able to expand on that even more. This is my second job within the lifestyle entertainment career. So just finding that passion and really applying myself to make it my day to day. I'd say that's how I got in the lifestyle entertainment field.
So what kind of goes in day to day of being this lifestyle entertainment reporter?
Yeah. So I'm actually the host and producer for Mississippi Weekend. So it really is different day to day. I will say that's something that I love about the job. No day is the same. On some days, I work with sales associates. They might be trying to get a new client to want to get involved with Mississippi Weekend. So coming out with fun ways, coming up with fun ideas to show our viewers in that audience. Most recently, a fun story I did was work with Post Selfie World. That was an organic story. So a lot of times I do organic or sponsor pieces, that is revenue associated with it or no revenue associated with the account. But an organic piece I just did was a selfie museum here in Flowood. And they have like different backgrounds where you're able to get the perfect photo or just have an event and party. So it's been really fun, like being able to go out and interact with these businesses here and just show what's going on in our community. Another large part of Mississippi Weekend is our website and social media. So a lot of the things that I do are supposed to drive people to our website, interacting with us on Facebook and things like that. So everything that I do is not necessarily for air. It is for online and on air. So I do digital as well as TV type of things.
What was probably the most memorable experience you had covering things or being a part of something during this summer at WLBT?
Yeah, so I would say one of the best things that just came to an end was our Great Sizzling Summer Burger Contest sponsored by the Mississippi Beef Council. So contests for Mississippi Weekend are really cool because it's all centered around viewers at home and local businesses. It's all about supporting local. So we started by having people at home nominate different restaurants that they felt like had the best burgers in Mississippi. So we had people nominate 8 different restaurants. Then round after round, they went on, they voted for the top 4. Then we made it to the final 2. And then on Monday, actually, we were able to announce the winner. We had a championship belt and it went to the Trace Grill. So I think just finding ways to get different organizations, get different businesses together under one umbrella to get people excited about supporting things that are going on in their community. That was really fun for me to cover this summer. Something else, I'm not sure if it was considered the summertime, but Kim, a musician who I've been a fan of since I was younger. He came here with Babyface for a full circle tour. I was able to interview him, and he sang a little, he gave me a little sample of one of his songs. So that was a lot of fun to be able to cover as well. So yeah, those are some things that have been memorable from my experience here so far this summer.
And you got to MC at Pepsi Pops, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was crazy being able to meet you at Pepsi Pops and fill in for Maggie. It was really nice down at the reservoir working with Marshall, and that was my first Pepsi Pops. So yeah, that was also a really fun thing that I got to do this summer.
Well, I love it, and you did a great job.
Thank you, Elijah.
That's all we have for this week. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all on Sunday.